Hi, I'm Emma, and when I was looking over this assignment and I was thinking of what to do, I decided that I would compare myself to a yellow daisy. A yellow daisy is my favorite flower, so I decided that I would try comparing myself in 5 ways to a yellow daisy. And the first way is that it has a bright yellow color. And to me, yellow represents happiness, and that's what I try to do. I try to stay happy and positive, and because I live a very busy and stressful life sometimes. I am a mother, a full-time student, and I work, so my life can be very stressful. And so I try to stay happy and positive. And the second way that I compared myself to this daisy is that it is individual. No daisy is like the other, and that's how I try to be. This is a very status quo world, and so I have my own set of style, my own ways, and I like to do things that don't follow what everybody else is trying to do. And the third way that I compared myself to this daisy is that it has strong roots and a strong stem, and that describes me as well. I am born and raised in Spokane, and my mom's side of the family, we're all born and raised in Spokane, and we all, although most of the cousins and grandchildren are starting to move away for the military or other reasons, we all try to stay in contact with each other, and we are a very strong, tight-knit family, and we try to keep it that way. And the fourth, and probably the most negative way that I compared myself to this daisy, is that on certain days, if it's not getting the right nutrients, the flower and the petals can start drooping and not be so perky and happy looking, and I'm kind of like that. So if I'm having a bad day, or I take a bad test and or things aren't going the way I want them to, I can have a very bad mood, and it's kind of like my mood is dependent on other things a lot of the time, just like a daisy's petals, and the health of the daisy is very dependent on the nutrients that it gets. And another way is that if others are upset around me, I tend to be more upset instead of trying to stay positive, and so that's probably the most negative aspect of it. And the fifth, and probably most obvious, is that daisies can reproduce, they have offspring, and I'm a mother, and really no other way to describe that. I am a mother to a 5-month-old baby boy, yeah, so it's very just self-explanatory in that way. And so the 5 ways that I described myself and compared myself to the daisy is that it has a bright yellow color. I try to stay positive and bright and happy. It's individual. Each flower is individual is different from the other, and I try to be that way with myself. And it has very strong roots and a strong stem, and I have that with my family. And the most negative aspect is that the health of the daisy is very dependent on other things, just like my mood can be very dependent on other things. And the fifth and most obvious is that I am a mother. So thank you for listening, and have a great quarter.